Okay, apparently it is working. Went into my editing video thing online and yeah, it's showing up. All right, so I don't know if this thing is working or not because it's not really. Let me put mute on this thing. Okay, I've spent the morning trying to get back into Tears of the Kingdom. That's a Zelda thing. And yeah, no. Definitely not for the casual player. I've lost all kinds of progress. It has such a steep learning curve that it's just, I'm completely new to this Nintendo Switch thing. And I'm still trying to learn the basics. And I don't have a lot of time to commit to this thing, which is a terrible, terrible combination for Tears of the Kingdom. Apparently I should have started with Breath of the Wild, because I'm all kinds of literally freezing to death kind of thing. So I kind of hit a wall, couldn't figure out how to get out of it, ended up basically having to start all over again, and I don't remember anything. So this really, really stinks. And I've been trying to find information on Breath of the Wild, and it doesn't seem too easy as far as getting into it either, but it looks like it's going to be considerably more manageable, because I went on this Twitch thing and I'm looking at this very popular compared to, he's online, whoever this person is doing this Tears of the Kingdom thing, streaming. He's doing stuff that's, okay, Professor from Gilligan's Island kind of level. And yes, I'm very, very old, okay? For those who don't know what Gilligan's Island is, it's an old sitcom. And the professor was like this gadget master kind of thing, kind of MacGyver thing, and you're probably too young to know who that is. Well, anyway. Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out. This was a month or so ago. I'm trying to figure out how to make a log go in the direction I want to go to, and this guy's doing these flying machines and whatnot. So I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, I was just freezing to death. Wherever cave I was supposed to find something kind of clothing that would keep me from freezing to death at this juncture, I didn't find, and I spent all my fire making ability trying to kill some plant creature that I couldn't kill, and whatever. I ended up just freezing to death and not knowing how to stop it, and ended up starting all over again, and I don't remember a darn thing. So I'm all kinds of upset. Now, this Breath of the Wild thing, the cheapest one I've been able to find, still comes out to like 3 times more than a month's membership for old school. Okay, this unclaimed baggage thing, $34.99. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Nintendo Switch thingy. Yeah, whatever. So by the time I get up to the point where, okay, I'm prepared to throw down a little bit more cash for a toy, this offer will probably not even be there. I'll probably have to go to Amazon. And on Amazon, I'm going to end up spending... Let's see, what is that? Breath of the Wild. Yeah, $47.99. And that's the US version. The European version is $49.97, and I don't see an international version. Now, Tears of the Kingdom, I have the international version, which was cheaper than the other versions. Well, look, I got kicked off. Okay. Yeah, I gotta move around. So, I'm probably gonna spend... Well... Yeah. Hold on. What am I doing here? Did I clear out the thing? Yeah, I did. Alright. I'm probably going to end up throwing down for another membership thing. I've done the membership already once. These stats you see here, this is free to play. I've only had a membership like for 30 days, 30-day membership a few weeks ago. And yeah, obviously being a member gives you all the perks and whatnot and whatever. And showed me how to triple the amount of... Oh, this guy's in my face. Triple the amount of points you get for a prayer thing. Look at this prayer thing. Which I wasn't interested in even bothering with until I started fighting bosses. In the free-to-play, you only have 2 of them. But, yeah, once you start doing stuff like that, yeah, you do need the extra defense that prayer thing gives you. And, yeah, I saw how Dino... kind of, well, you go on to one of the worlds and go to a gilded altar, and you can increase the amount of prayer experience you get by 3 times. So I've been spending my non-member time collecting all these big bones. So when I did throw down for another 30-day membership, I'd be all set with a whole bunch of big bones piled up in my inventory. Anyway, yeah. This whole Tears of the Kingdom thing, if you're not a serious gamer, I mean, if you don't just have the time to commit to gaming, that's not a good game for the casual player. It just isn't. There is just way too big a learning curve. And if you're going back and forth, sometimes you have time, sometimes yeah, forget it. You're going to lose any progress you make. And it's just completely annoying. And these games are not cheap, okay? This is not a cheap hobby. I mean, if you actually knew what you were doing, I suppose it is. Otherwise, no. So, yeah. I'm left to give these things the time I can afford to give it, which isn't much. You know, it's the same old situation. When you've got the time, you don't have the money, and when you have the money, you don't have the time. So, yeah. So, at the moment, I'm just left collecting these bones in anticipation of being able to triple my experience points by doing that gilded altar thing. I think the world is, what is it, 330? That's the world you go to. Go to the gilded altar thing in Remington thingy, whatever. That portal. You use the portal in Remington, to gain access to a gilded altar. But of course, free to play, you don't have that option. We're talking membership stuff here. And, yeah, I'm all kinds of annoyed. I was planning just to spend the day just refamiliarizing myself with the game, but no, I just ended up continuing to freeze to death and ending to have to just ended up having to start all over again, which has just left me completely pissed. And yeah, and kind of circling this whole Breath of the Wild thing and washing my hands of Tears of the Kingdom for the moment, because yeah, I'm all kinds of pissed off right now. So yeah, whatever. Back to old reliable, old school RuneScape. And yeah, just setting things up, priming myself for my membership thing, excursions, which looks like what I'm going to be doing instead of that just kills all kinds of motivation. My gosh, I mean, it's just whatever I had been able to learn. And I had the bow and arrow thing pretty good. My combat skills were getting, half decent and everything. And now I have to start all over again. I can't even remember how to fire a bow and arrow at this point. It's just too much to know. If you don't have the time to commit to learning these things, it's just way too aggravating. That was the wrong game to start with. And actually, I didn't start with that. I started with Hollow Knight, which was difficult enough. So you can imagine what I'm thinking about, what I'm going through with this Tears of the Kingdom bit. Okay, right now I'm just venting and trying to figure out what my next move is. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna end up popping for a membership and going that way. Oh my God, that's frustrating. Oh, jeez Louise. Well, at least it's near the beginning of the month, so I should, easily remember when I have to cancel the membership. And they do actually give you like 30 days. It's not just like a calendar membership, because I was waiting like a day for the subscription to end last time I did that. And no, it just kept on going. I was able to get a few more hours out of that membership thing. So, yeah. Oh, you'll know it when the membership is over, because you'll try to log on and it just won't let you log on unless you select a non-member world to go on. So, you just won't know exactly when that's going to happen is all. All right. Yeah, at the moment I'm just venting. Pretty upset. Yeah, well, I don't like Link freezing to death or having to start from scratch. I'm just too upset right now. I'm going to give myself time to cool down a bit, and then I'm probably going to go ahead and throw down for another 30-day membership here. Because I really don't want to look at that game right now. That's how annoyed I am. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't want to throw down what was it? $35, $36 And that was the cheapest I was able to find it. Where was that? $34.99 at Unclaimed Baggage. Yeah. So, yeah, by the time I'm ready to go ahead and spend some more money, more than $12.99 or whatever it is the membership is now, I'll probably be paying $47 for Breath of the Wild. Oh gosh, that is so infuriating. Yeah. Okay, boys and girls, if you are a casual player, just know Tears of the Kingdom is not the best starting point for you. All right, Breath of the Wild has more than enough challenges you've got to deal with. And it's frustrating enough, I'm sure, when you've got to start all over again without having to be the professor from Gilligan's Island. Just to get from point A to point B. All right. Let me go ahead and fill up my little inventory here. Finish venting. And, yeah. Oh gosh, that's annoying. Still can't believe I had to start all over again. Still can't believe I couldn't figure out how not to freeze to death. But yeah, no matter where I ran, I just ended up dying. You make enough mistakes, there's no way to come out of it, basically. Unless you actually know what you're doing. And if you knew what you're doing, you wouldn't have been in that situation to begin with. So that's what I'm left to deal with. Oh, crikey. That's just way too annoying. Yeah, life's aggravating enough as it is. Oh, Limport. Cool. Okay. There it is. Okay. So, as I've stated, right now I'm just continuing to collect all these bones. Oh, look at me. Going all over the place. And that's where my prayer level is now. At 49. Yeah, I accidentally hit it at some point. Used up some of it. But that's it. This is what I've been doing to get my gaming jollies. Just been collecting bones. Getting ready for my next 30-day membership spree. And, yeah. Dealing with my Tears of the Kingdom frustrations and basically circling Breath of the Wild at the moment. But again, I'd rather pay $12 for another membership for 30 days than below $35. And that doesn't include shipping and tax and all that kind of stuff. And then having to wait for the darn thing to get to me. And by the time it gets to me, I won't have any more spare time. So that's too aggravating. Yeah, I don't know who came up with this business model, the 30-day thing that you can start up at will, but they knew what they were doing. They definitely knew what they were doing. Okay. Alright, so the next video I do probably will be in a couple of hours when I've fully calmed down, or have tried to, and can start up another 30-day membership with without fuming, with a clearer mind. All right. Probably talk to you in a few hours. Or in a couple of hours. It is 10:08 a.m. October 2nd, 2024, somewhere in Brooklyn. Talk to you later.